Today we're taking a close, honest look at the 2026-2 Spirit, a modern stealth bomber marketed as capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear ordnance. This isn't a dry technical brief, it's a practical review of what the aircraft feels like up close, how it performs, what its exterior and interior reveal about its mission, and what you should know about cost. I'll walk you through first impressions, cockpit and cabin features, exterior design and stealth elements, flight performance in broad terms, and the pricing realities that come with a platform of this class. Let's dive in. Stepping up to the Spirit, the thing that hits you immediately is how deliberately low profile it looks. The airframe uses smooth, continuous surfaces, with very few protrusions. Wing and fuselage blend into one another in a way that screams radar-aware design. Edges are chamfered or blended, control surfaces are recessed or contoured, and there are no obvious external weapons pylons. The finish has a matte, radar-absorbent appearance rather than the glossy sheen you'd see on transport or civilian jets. Even the landing gear doors and access panels are flush and minimized. From a visual standpoint, it signals stealth before you even ask. Walk around the Spirit and you notice attention to access and maintainability. Large, well-labeled panels for maintenance crews, modular bays for avionics, and service points that suggest designers pushed to make ground time shorter. The engines are tucked and shielded to reduce infrared and radar signatures, and exhaust geometry is controlled to minimize heat visibility. Overall, the exterior communicates a single-minded focus on reducing detectability while still allowing for operational practicality. Inside, the Spirit breaks away from the cramped, combat-only stereotype. The cockpit is modern and ergonomic, with large, widescreen multifunction displays, touch-sensitive overlays, and tactile controls for key functions. The layout prioritizes situational awareness, a panoramic forward view augmented by helmet-mounted or head-up symbology, and consolidated sensor feeds that reduce the need to toggle between systems. There's a clear effort to integrate autonomous and decision support tools. The aircraft will present recommended routes, threat assessments, and weapons employment windows rather than forcing the crew to manually fuse everything. Seating is supportive for long missions, vibration isolation and climate control are tuned for endurance. Behind the cockpit, the internal bays are designed for stealthy carriage of payloads. Weapons are carried internally rather than on external hardpoints, preserving low observability. The internal arrangement looks engineered for flexibility, modular pallets and racks that can be reconfigured for different mission sets. There's also a compartmentalized avionics bay with clear separation between mission systems and support electronics, which should help with upgrades and reduce cross-interference. Crew accommodations for long missions include quieted environmental systems and locker space for mission-specific gear. It's not luxurious, but it's clearly built to support prolonged sorties without breaking crew effectiveness. When it comes to performance, think high endurance with precision reach rather than raw top-speed dogfighting capability. The Spirit is about penetrating defended airspace and staying there long enough to accomplish complex missions. Its range and loiter time are emphasized, supported by fuel-efficient aerodynamics and the ability to integrate aerial refueling when necessary. Maneuverability is adequate for its mission profile, stable and predictable, with flight control laws tuned to keep handling intuitive under heavy loads and when employing. Sensors are weapons. Acceleration and climb feel optimized for mission entry and exit rather than short field bursts. Sensors and mission systems appear to be a core strength. The aircraft integrates multi-spectral sensors, advanced electronic warfare suites, and network data links to tie into broader force assets. That means it's designed to operate as a node in a larger system, share targeting data, receive real-time updates, and cooperate with standoff platforms. Autonomy and automation features reduce crew workload by handling routine sensor fusion and threat prioritization, allowing the crew to focus on high-level decisions. Importantly, the design seems to place a premium on survivability, not just stealth, but active countermeasures and graceful degradation of systems under duress. Now, pricing, and this is where reality bites. Aircraft in the stealth bomber category are extraordinarily expensive, not just to buy but to operate and support. Unit acquisition cost for a modern stealth bomber class platform typically runs into the hundreds of millions per airframe. Program-wide costs including development, training, infrastructure, and sustainment easily climb into many billions. Operating costs per flight hour are also high compared to conventional aircraft due to specialized maintenance, stealth coatings, and the complexity of mission systems. There's also the hidden cost of logistics, specialized spare parts, trained ground crews, and secure facilities. So while the Spirit promises cutting-edge capability, that capability comes with a budgetary footprint that only a small number of operators can realistically sustain. In terms of value, the Spirit sells a specific capability, the ability to project precision effects into contested airspace while minimizing detection risk. For commanders who need that capability, it can be transformational, but it's not a one-size-fits-all purchase. If your mission set emphasizes large numbers of less stealthy strike sorties or theater-level airlift, the economics don't favor a platform like this. If, however, your needs are for high-value, strategic strike options and networked force integration, the Spirit delivers a unique blend of stealth, avionics, and endurance. To wrap up, the 2026-2 Spirit looks and feels like a next-generation stealth bomber. Externally stealthy, internally mission-focused, and engineered for long-range, high-value operations. It's not a cheap tool, nor is it intended to be. Its strengths are survivability, networked sensing, and flexible internal payload carriage. Its weaknesses are cost, the logistical burden of maintenance, and the fact that such capability is useful only in certain strategic contexts. If you're making a purchasing or procurement decision, weigh the operational returns against the long-term sustainment costs. For viewers, it's a fascinating piece of aerospace engineering that pushes the balance of stealth, automation, and endurance, and it's worth watching closely as it matures and potentially enters broader service. If you like this walkthrough, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which aircraft you want a deep dive on next. I'll keep bringing these hands-on reviews straight to you.